Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Snehaa Khanna Sahgal. I'm an angel connector and a soul coach. Today we're going to tap into the collective energy for this eclipse window, and I'm also going to be pulling cards based on your zodiac signs. I will be leaving timestamps for the collective reading as well as the zodiac readings. Please feel free to jump to the timestamps based on your zodiac sign, and remember to check out the collective reading as well. So based on your personal journey, this eclipse portal is like a culmination of the past 2 to 4 years. Whatever patterns have been repeating in your life for the past 2 to 4 years, whatever themes have been playing out, everything that you've been afraid of stepping into, now it's in a way you are being pushed not only to step into it, but also you're ready to walk in with a lot more awareness. In what ways you have stopped yourself. You can see those patterns clearly, as scary as it may seem to actually outdo yourself, to step into an uncomfortable position, as scary as it may feel to unobserve the flaws that are coming up. This need for perfection may have been stopping you in many ways in the past, and in many ways now we are as a collective being pushed to accept imperfection, to integrate it as a part of our life, as part of our human experience. If some of you have been working on healing, whether it's personal healing, emotional healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, Archangel Raphael has been working very closely with you. Some of you may have actually just healed from major illnesses, major setbacks, financial setbacks, professional setbacks, relationship setbacks. And Raphael is saying he's been with you through it all. He is, you are going to be blessed with everything and more than what you deserve. All your effort that has gone in the past has not been overlooked. It's almost like you need to kind of look at where you are and how what is okay and not okay in your life, for you to actually want that inner feeling of wanting to shift and transform things into creating from a space of there is no option but for me to want to live nicely. There is no option but for me to have fulfilling, rewarding, loving relationships. There is no option but for me to honor myself. So in whichever way you've been stopping yourself from doing that, this is a great culmination of it all. Let's just pull a couple of cards and see what the angels have to share. Also, you can expect to hear from unexpected sources. You can expect to receive unexpected resources. It's almost like you need to take a step forward and see how many steps forward the universe takes towards you, not in a testing way, but just take your step forward and hold the faith and see that the universe is actually moving in the direction that you want it to move in. So here we have celebrations and ceremonies, and emerald again is a crystal that I associate with Archangel Raphael. So surprise, he's here. Good times are coming forward for us as a collective. Somehow this emerald is also looking like a fluorite to me. So work on your heart center, work around this in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Work on releasing that internal emotional burden, emotional memories, emotional trauma. Work on consciously loosening your grip over it, and simply by reminding yourself that this happened in the past, and what you do in the present, how you choose to respond, not react in the present, can actually shift the way things come to you, flow to you in the future. This is something that I read recently. A small step in the right direction could be the biggest step in your life, and that is so beautiful, and that is so true, and that's exactly the energy that's coming forward. There is nothing wrong with you. You have either been too passive or too out there and too active in your life. Even though this is fluorite, this is the fluorite card again. But this fluorite over here is somewhere it's looking like kyanite, blue kyanite. And that is a crystal that I personally associate with dream work. That is a crystal that I associate with letting go. It's almost like Archangel Michael's sword. It helps you cut through all the drama, all the BS, all of that keeps us trapped in feeling lower vibrating emotions. It helps us release it, not suppress it. So it's likely that you'll be feeling all of that. It's likely that if you're feeling intrigued and piqued, it's likely that it's going to come, it's going to be surfacing now more than ever. But remember that you have the strength in the present to actually choose to again respond, not react. And you can always call an Archangel Michael to help you step into your power, to help you be able to channel your emotions rather than your emotions getting the better of you. You may have been really busy off late, but have you really been productive busy, or have you just been feeling very cluttered and all over the place, where you don't know where your time is moving, which direction you are going in, when it's night, when it's morning? Have things just been feeling all over the place because you are productive busy, or just because you have too many things on the agenda? Decluttering is a major theme coming forward this eclipse season, and whatever you start off now is likely to be in full swing, embodied in your life by the end of next year, by November 23. You will receive everything in phases. So every time you level up one level, and I hate to use the word level, but there's no other way I can explain it right now. Every time you polish yourself a little, you move to the next stage. Every time you polish yourself a little more, you move to the next stage. Every time you kind of work towards releasing negative self-talk, you move to the next stage in your life where you're attracting better things in life. And if you expect to go from 0 to 100 in 1 second, it's not going to happen. So that's exactly how things are going to play out. You're going to be moving from 0 to 100 over a span of time. It's going to happen in layers. It's going to happen in spirals. And you're going to be doing some great work, inner work, and you're going to be welcoming a lot of good things in life. Calcite is a crystal that actually attracts. Yellow calcite is almost like a soft sun energy. It's got a lot of positive vibes. It's got a lot of sunshiny feeling, warm feeling. It's a great crystal for you to personally, it signifies innocent joy to me, and that's the energy that it's embodying. Instead of looking at how cluttered your life is, try and only choose to put yourself first by choosing to only do things that really demand your attention, rather than getting wound up in the nitty-gritties that derail you from your long-term goal. And you have the angels working with you with angelites. So open up that throat center, start speaking and acting as if you very clearly, with respect to what you want in life. Start speaking about it. Start telling your angels, start telling the universe. If you don't want to speak to others, look at the mirror and speak to yourself about everything that you want to speak about, whatever you want to create in your life. Act as if it is in your life, and work towards creating that as your reality. Just expecting, I always say this, just expecting to win a lottery without actually going to buy a lottery ticket is, it's not really going to work. So in our realm, we do have to put in action to make things, to create things in our life. But that doesn't mean we can't harness additional support and expedite the process by asking our angels and guides to help us. There is clear communication is going to get you to a point where with yourself, with the universe, clear communication with yourself, with others, with the universe is going to actually get the ball rolling and get you in a direction that you want to state that that you want to move towards. Also keep your schedule light, keep your energy light. Anything that's bogging you down is not worth your energy, time and effort. This is not to say don't process your trauma. Of course do process your trauma, but don't get entangled in everybody else's energy so much that you forget that your main goal in life is to be happy. If you want a relationship, you want it because you want to be happy. If you want health, you want it because you want to be happy. If you want money, it's because you want to be happy. So happiness is your ultimate goal, and happiness, you can choose to embody that in everyday life in small ways. Start by doing what, being happy with what you have today, and work towards what you need in the future. Also, for some of you, I'm sensing there's a huge network that's going to open up for you, whether it's a spiritual community, whether it's a network of people who are going to be supportive, who are basically in the same wavelength as you, who are doing similar work, or who can help you just as you can help them. Come from a space of service, and you will see, rather than, what I'm getting is come from a space of service rather than a space of acquisition, and see how easily and comfortably you manifest all the material comforts and everything else that you need in your life. Let's hop right into the zodiac readings. Aries, so this intuitively is for you for the next 3 to 4 months. For some people, it's also going to range from the next 3 to 6 months. This energy is going to start trickling into your life in the next 2 to 3 days. Then it's going to amp up in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and tangibly it's going to grow into something tangible in the next couple of months. Let's check it out. We'll just flip all the cards over. That's exactly how I do all my readings. I always check the cards out with you, and so we can get the story. Okay, so we have progress, not perfection. We have stay strong in your faith. We have malachite. We have amethyst. And let me just draw the card. Yeah. We have mintakin. We have starseed. We have akasha. We have keepers of the earth. So what is it that that I'm sensing is, what is happening is that you are getting wound up in the finer details of what you're doing, and that's exactly why you are not being able to you feel like you're not being able to move past point A, wherein that is not true. You feel that probably you are all alone and that you have to do it all on your own, and almost like, you want to be home but you don't know what home is. Especially in the past couple of months, you've been feeling that. It's almost like you're pushing forward one step and you're being pushed back another 10 steps. Well, that's also because Saturn was retrograde, so there was some really tough or stern messages. I don't want to call it lessons because it sounds, the feeling is not right. So let's just put it as messages. There were some really strong soul messages, soul learnings that you may have experienced ending of relationships. You may have experienced feeling lost and incomplete. You may have experienced not knowing which direction to head in. You may have experienced a complete state of feeling blank and inability to take any action because which direction do you go in? You don't know, and that's part of you. You were kind of letting go of your karmic contracts. You were letting go of things that have served you. You were letting go of old thoughts, old emotions, old memories, old relationships that may have been keeping you down. It could mean old relationships, or it could also be patterns in existing relationships that just don't work for you anymore, and that is something that was shifting. And you have done all this work, and Saturn as an energy is really applauding you, and you're about to be blessed with something big, in the next 2 to 3 months. There's a lot of heart opening that's happened. There's a lot of prosperity coming in your way. You have this entire choir of angels cheering you on. You have your guides. You have the universe supporting you. Whatever you have thought of in October, everything that you wanted to shift, everything that you wanted to create, all that you can start working on it slowly and steadily. And between Jan and Feb you'll experience your first milestone. Starting December end, between Jan and Feb, you'll experience your first milestone. Then April and May is another milestone. This is not to say that the other months are not good. This is just to say that these are the months that have pivotal energy around what you are working at. Always remember that the more honest you are, the more open you are, the more yourself you are, the more in connection to spirit you will be, the more in connection to your higher self you will be, the more in connection to source energy, which is creative energy that creates everything, that permeates everything around us. You will be most in connection with that, and you are always going to be protected. You have ancient wisdom behind you. You have your ancestors supporting you. This feeling of I have to do it all alone, you will shift that drastically, because you will see that you are not really alone. You probably have support from the animal kingdom, you have support from your spirit realms, you have support from your ancestors. And some of you, if you have experienced loss of a loved pet, they are supporting you from the other side as well. And you guys are going to experience time again together. In which realm, I don't know, because it's a collective reading. But yes, and this is beautiful because this has the moon here. So tonight, at whichever point in time you're watching this, even if it's after the eclipse, this reading is not bound by time. So whenever you watch this, remember to connect with the moon and ask it to clear your subconscious, clear your energy, and actually help you clearly tap into your intuitive power and see and help you take action in a direction that's most in alignment with you. So that was your reading, Aries, sending you lots of love and many angels. Hi, Taurus. So first off, you have a lot of cards jumping out for you from the deck. You also may have been feeling like you don't know which way to go. You may have been feeling stuck or stagnant, like you are somewhere and you want to be somewhere else, and you have all these different options in front of you and you don't know which one to pick and what to do. And the simplest way of doing anything is choose to do something that feels the easiest, choose to do something that feels the happiest, choose to do something that makes you feel relaxed. Energetically you should just feel relaxed taking that option. Sometimes we will not feel relaxed with the easiest option because we're programmed, we're conditioned to actually choose the toughest option out. But that's not how life has to be. You can actually choose the easiest option out and actually create a magical life. So that was an intuitive message. Let's just see what are the other messages coming in for you. You have life lessons, you have own your divine power, you have heightened intuition, you have celebrations and ceremonies, and that came up for Aries as well. You have get grounded, you have share your voice, you have priestess, you have star mother, that is Mother Mary's energy. You have answered the call as a jumping card, you have boundaries as a jumping card, and you have sisterhood of the rose as a jumping card. We will get to the jumping cards. Let's just get started with your reading. Like I said, you may have been feeling like you're stuck. You don't know what to do. It's almost like you're receiving an answer, but you don't know where to put this gift that you're receiving. This is coming from source, but you don't know where to put it. And sometimes what happens is we have all these options that we receive in life because we're fully capable of taking decisions, and free will comes into play. So it's not like one option is better than the other or one option is worse than the other. It's just that sometimes we need to decide which box we want this piece of puzzle to fit in. And that's exactly why you've been feeling stuck, because your free will has to decide. And you've learned some really tough lessons. You've realized in what ways you have shifted. You've realized what your priorities are now. You've realized and probably even accepted certain parts of yourself that you were trying to fight all these years, and you didn't know how to accept it. Maybe it made you feel like a loser. Maybe just one specific message for you, Taurus, is either all the Taurans watching this or some specific Taurans watching this, is just because you choose to drop the sword doesn't mean that you've lost the battle. Sometimes it's better to walk away and live to fight another day, or maybe pick another battle, or maybe you don't even have to pick a battle. Maybe you want to drop the sword and start gardening. It's entirely up to you. So shifting your choices is beautiful. It's different. And the reason I said beautiful is because when I looked at this card, this looked like the Ace of Cups in Tarot. And when I look at this card, where she's holding the chalice again, and this again reminds me of the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, for me personally, it is overflowing abundance. It is like God giving you like this gift, and it's just overflowing. It's a sign of good beginnings. Whenever I need a confirmation whether I'm on the right track or not, that is my secret that I use in my readings for myself, and when I'm doing it for others as well. I pick my tarot deck and I shuffle, and there's an Ace of Cups that falls, and I know that I'm on track, and this is my sign that I'm receiving for you, that you are on track. All right, you are just probably feeling very scattered because your energy is very depleted. That's exactly why you need to ground your energy right now. You're an earth sign, so staying too much in the air element into your head is going to make you feel like you don't belong. It's going to make you feel lost. So spend some time meditating, walk on grass, drink lots of water to keep yourself hydrated, eat root vegetables, wear grounding colors like rust, maroon, red, black on your lower half of your body. And just basically hit the pause button and spend some time becoming more aware of your surroundings, tune into the sounds around you, tune into your breath. It'll bring you to your present. You need to also put self-care on your priority list, because that's something that you haven't been doing in the past 3 to 4 months, specifically for some people for the past 45 days. Also, some of your inner child challenges may be showing up. You may be feeling alone. You may be feeling stifled, suffocated. You may be feeling like you don't have any confidence to move forward in life based on how encouraging or not encouraging, or empowering or not empowering your experiences have been while you were growing up. Some of you are very sensitive, but you just put on this brave front. So it's time to get in touch with that side of you. How are you being called to step up and lead? How are you being called to be with yourself, to be with others, to be in your life? What would you do if you were protected? No matter what you did, you were protected. What would you do? That is something that you need to work towards. Keep your boundaries in place. Say no when you mean no. It's okay to shift course of your life even now. Even if others may ridicule you, mock you, laugh at you, they don't get it. It does not matter. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Take a step forward towards it. See how magical and empowering that entire experience feels. And you are a mystic. You are a teacher. If you've been holding back your spiritual gifts, if you've been holding back your starseed traits, if you've been feeling alone like nobody gets you, it's probably because you are trying to get attention from the people who don't get you. If you feel you're a starseed and you're alone, if you feel that you don't resonate with most people around you, start showing up more as yourself and see how you begin to attract more people who actually align with your ideology, align with your thought process. It's not necessary that you may get the attention and love and everything else that you want from the people who are existing in your life. What if they are on a very different vibrational wavelength? What if you're meant to draw different people in your life at this point in time? This is a new chapter in your life, and open up your heart, feel yourself, let go of hurt, let go of sadness, let go of worry. Allow the angels to come forward and heal you. Allow Kuan Yin to come forward and heal you. And just be open to love and new experiences and energy in your life. So that was your reading, Taurus. Sending you lots of love and many angels. Gemini, welcome to your reading. Let's see what cards are coming up for you. Something about your energy tells me that you're getting a lot more organized with your life. You are feeling a certain sense of empowerment and conviction. It's almost like you know what you can ask the universe for, and whatever you ask for with a pure heart, it is going to come into your life in a form, in a physical, tangible form. And wow. You have been taking it easy. You've given yourself time to take, to work towards your goals, to work towards your self-growth, to work towards healing yourself, or just different things. If you've been wanting to shift your career, shift anything in your life, you've been taking it easy, you've been weighing it out. You've realized the power you hold of, the power of intention, the power of purpose, the power of your heart, the power of thought. You've realized that whatever you think of, it just comes into your life. And you have mastered, you are an air sign, so which means that you're already good at communication, you're very good at thoughts. And the thing is that you are dual, so sometimes the thoughts can go this way, sometimes it can go that way. But you've realized, all the Geminis watching this have realized how powerful their thoughts and intentions are. Almost like your spiritual side has opened up suddenly. Your intuition has been on fleek. You've been trusting your gut a lot more. You know when to take a leap forward, when to take a step back. You know when to wait it out. You know how things are going to shift. It's almost like diamond. That's the energy you're embodying. You have been through a lot of pressure in the past 3 to 4 years. For some even 4 to 5 years, and this entire pressure that you felt in whichever direction in your life, from several aspects in your life, it's almost polished you and made you like a diamond, which is the hardest substance on the planet, but it is also the most valued and cherished substance. So if you notice, he is holding his hands up, almost like pushing energy away. So you've learned how to draw your boundaries over time. You have toughened up. You are ready to share your wisdom. You're ready to share your light. You're ready to share your precious energy with those who value you, who are willing to exchange a fair price. Now that price could be monetary if it's your service. The price could be love and respect in relationships. The price could be anything. So whatever is cherished to you, you are willing to accept that, and you're willing to offer yourself to those exchanges of energy. But you're also learning to push energy back if that energy is not serving you, if it's depleting you, because you've had a very rough past some time, and things are just you've just drastically shifted, and that's happened because of your spiritual awakening. That's happened because you probably been studying law of attraction, you've been working with the universe, you've been manifesting, you've been working with the angels, you've been working in whatever way, whatever version of spirituality that's yours. You've been working in that. You've been tapping in, you've been tapping more strongly and powerfully with that, and that has opened you up completely now. You have your ancestors, you have your spirit guides, you have beautiful energies supporting you, you have the moon goddess supporting you, you actually have Archangel Haniel coming forward for you. So feel free to work with her. She helps you handle your sensitivity, she helps you draw energetic boundaries, she helps you also honor your sensitivity, the ebbs and flow of life. She helps you work with manifesting with the moon. She helps you with a lot of other things that go in creating the life that you really, as a sensitive soul, that things that you find challenging. Along with Michael, this is coming forward as Michael's energy. So work with these two along with Raphael and Raziel. Raziel will help you with your intuition. Break the chain. Yes, along with the diamond, this is a confirmation that you've broken some patterns in your life, you're working towards it, you're now in a stage where you are looking to expand and move beyond things that were feeling restrictive and constrictive, almost like you don't fit into a box, so why even try? Just let yourself be like this energy that just radiates and permeates through everything that, it beautifully, that through things that you want to. It's like you can't contain air in a container, and that's exactly what you've realized about yourself. So that's the one thing you're shifting, and that's the one thing that's actually working for you. Take the leap of faith. If you've been waiting for a sign, that is the dead you. This is the new you. Take a leap of faith and jump right off right now. So your last two cards fell to, as a thing. You've been through your initiation. I think you're at the fag end of it. You can see through all this fakeness, and you can see the real thing. That's the real prize that's behind, that's hidden for you, and you're walking towards it. And if you notice here, this is the cave that you are in, and that's it. You've come out of it, and you're experiencing this reality outside of you, and that's a beautiful, beautiful connection. You're attracting people who are part of your soul family. You are attracting, your soul tribe just by being you. You are attracting relationships that probably feel familiar and familial, even though they are not part of your bloodline, even though they're not part of your, your immediate family. Also, you're doing all this work with a light heart, with light footsteps. You're dancing away, trotting away, and trying to take things as it comes. And that's the beautiful part of this entire thing. You are already birthing a new age, Gemini. You're already doing it, and you are here to. This is almost like a sacred circle. So it's almost like the divine, the angels, source, universe, whatever is your belief system, is filtering the energy that reaches you, because this is your protective sacred space, and only those with the highest intentions for you can reach you, whether it's people, whether it's situations, whether it's opportunities, whether it's anything. And that was your reading, Gemini. I'm sending you lots of love and many angels. Cancer, let's take a look at your reading. So first off, you have rose quartz with love life. Something tells me that you've lifted some major karmic blocks in your love life. It could be in an existing relationship, it could be in a new relationship, it could just be blocks and perceptions that you may be holding about relationships in general that may have past life connections. You've really worked towards releasing that. You're working more towards aligning with loving your life. You're working towards taking that power back in your hands, that it's okay for you to want to have it all. It's okay for you to want to have a happy family. It's okay for you to want to have a successful career. It's okay for you to want to have good health. It's okay for you to want to experience all the good things in life innately, because you give so much of yourself to others. And to those who you end up being. You are a very dedicated sign. I think it's one of the most loyal signs in the zodiac. And this dedication, you've realized that it's okay for you to feel worthy, because, well, you give so much of yourself. This dedication should be rewarded, and it's okay for you to be rewarded with that. And self-care, of course, is a priority for you as well. So even if it means taking some time off, something that you may have found difficult earlier on, but now it comes more easy to you. This is a phase where deep emotional wounds have been cleared. Strangely enough, it's almost like for some people 3 decades worth of emotional trauma has just been lifted. It's giving me a sense of things that you may have trapped in your emotional body since you were a toddler. Those things have been lifted. Things that you may have gotten down, that may have passed down in your genetics, they have been lifted. You have Archangel Michael working very, very, very closely with you guys. He is helping you, empower you, and I don't mean this term loosely, I mean it very seriously. It's not like a phrase that we're using loosely right now. What I mean by empowerment is he has helped you see through your bullshit. He has helped you see through things that you may have held yourself back. And it could have been because you were taught those things, because you picked them up. But you take your time to move through cycles, and now it's almost like he sees that you're frustrated with what you have experienced all this while, and now you're ready for this new, I'm not even going to call it a new chapter, I'm going to call it a new book, because it's almost like you're ready to burn the old book that had all its trauma and all its limits and all its, guilt and burdens and everything that was your part of your life experience. It's all going to be lifted, and something about this, this is feeling like Michael, and something about this is, it's reminding me of Wonder Woman, her outfit and her cape and everything. So specifically for Cancerians, it's not necessary that you need to be a woman. We all have feminine and masculine energy. The message that's coming forward is embrace your feminine side, which is creative, which is nurturing, but it is also a side that births life. It is also a side that is not passive. It is a side of you, it's a part of you that drives you forward in ways that need a lot of guts. It's easier to move your life forward in logical ways. It takes a lot of courage to move forward, break patterns. It takes a lot of strength to do inner work. It takes a lot of strength and courage to move your life in a direction based on your intuition, based on your gut, based on how you feel about things, because there is no valid proof about it around you. And that is the phase of life that you are in right now. You have received this life-changing epiphany, Cancer, and that's again Archangel Michael's sword. So please feel free to call on him. Please feel free to work with him. His energy is really, really, really active and strong with you. Almost like Cancerians can tend to feel very emotional and very passive and very in their own world. It's almost like he's here to help you. Share his energy to help you move out of your shell and show your uncomfortable side, show your vulnerable side to the world, and create different things in your life. In the past, you've been working in the background, you've been looking after your family, you've been looking after everyone else's needs first. You've done that part of your life, that phase of your life where you had to heal your ancestry, where you had to heal your inner child, where you have to do all the background work. That part of your life is over. You have finished that part of your life's mission. Now it's time for this false window to open, and it's time for you to actually start experiencing all the abundance in your life. You're ready to take action steps in that direction, and it's definitely big things are in store for you, Cancer. You are ready to tune into your heart. You like I said, heart space versus logic. You are ready to make decisions based on heart space. You don't know what lies on the other side of this door, but you're ready to take a leap of faith and see. And this is a completely new phase in your life, Cancer. And well, all I can say is that it is going to be one amazing ride, because you're going to experience things, emotions, you're going to meet people, you're going to have magical experiences beyond your imagination. And it's not just limited to material success. That is going to happen, but this is more in line with feeling like your life is worthy of something, that you've lived a full life. This is more that kind of feeling. That window is opening up for you. Start working towards your goals. Start working towards your dreams. The next 4 to 5 years are going to be nothing short of magical. Yes, find gratitude in your life every single day. Small things that you wished for at one point in time, and you have them today. Be grateful for them. Be fiercely grateful for them, because that is going to be your escalator to the next step in your life. Trust your hunches. Trust your inner voice. Don't look for external validation. Like I said, you are not going to find your answers outside. You're not going to find your answers in how everybody else does things. You are going to find your answers within yourself, and this guidance is going to come to you because it is meant for you, not for anybody else. So trust it, and don't wait to receive a go ahead from someone. Have fun along the way. Play and have fun along the way. Don't get too serious in life, and remember, to smell the roses and to drink some fresh water from the rivers and the streams, and basically take time off, go on holidays, make fun a part of your life, because you totally deserve it. Remove guilt attached to fun. You are a hard worker, but remove the guilt that you put into everything when you're doing something for yourself, and see how everything turns around for the better. That was your reading, Cancer. Sending you lots of love and many angels. Leo, welcome to your reading. Ooh, you have spiritual path coming forward. Your spiritual protection. So what has been happening, Leo? You've been very transformative. You have, let's just flip them over. You have a jumping out card that says transformation. Okay, so and you also have another jumping out card that says clearing negativity. Let's just keep these here. Leo, you have actually been feeling like things that triggered you in the past don't trigger you anymore, at least to that extent. You have been trying to shift your perspective on the way things have been, happening. This has been happening for the past 4 to 5 weeks. Almost like if you want to be elsewhere, but you are somewhere else. Maybe it triggered you earlier, but now you're just at a point where you're like, okay, I want to be somewhere else, but I am here. So what can I do about this? Either I can change it. If I can't change it, then how can I make the most of what I have right now? And that's a beautiful energy to embody. That is also a sign that you are opening up to the creative flow. You're opening up to your spiritual experiences. You're opening up to source. You're opening up, things have been feeling. Once you started opening up this way, you feel less resistance in your life. Also, if something has not been working out in your life in the past, Leo, that is in the past, say 3 to 4 months, if something has been feeling particularly difficult or resistant, it's because it's almost like a redirection. You have been protected from something. Maybe, for example, if you've been wanting to get a job and you haven't found the job that you really like, it could have been because something else needed your attention in the present moment, which may feel insignificant in the present. But in the long term, it may actually have had really long-lasting impact. Example: if you are a new mother and you want to look for a job, you want to find everything else. You have a supportive family, so that's you don't want to work because of financial constraints. You just want to work because that's something you love doing, but you haven't been able to do that. That's because probably your child in the present, you may feel frustrated, but your child in the present needs you more in the long term than than you probably getting a temporary job that may not really be the right fit for you in the moment. Also, if in a similar situation, maybe you could consider maybe a job is not the thing for you. Maybe doing something on your own, consulting or anything on your own is more in alignment with you, because that would give you more free time, that would give you flexi time, that would give you financial freedom, whatever else. This was just an example. Feel free to fit this example in your personal life and see what feels like this in your life. Also, this entire thing that you've been protected from has given you more time to invest in yourself. You've been able to keep yourself sane because you've had this extra time to pick the pieces, just sit with yourself and just relax. Alright, something that has been a consistent no is not really a no, it is just a pause. It's a very important message for some Leos. Your intuition is spot on. Your intuition about whatever it is that you want to do is spot on. You are going to be supported in whatever you do. If you want to create something on your own, go ahead and do it. In the present, you're focusing on creating a happy space where you are, and there's nothing more beautiful and more spiritual and more more blessed and more rewarding than doing this, creating a happy space where you are rather than trying to be where you aren't. You realize you are here and you want to be here, and along the way you want to have fun while you get there, rather than say, oh my god, there are so many mountains and I need to get there. So enjoy the view while you get there. It's a specific message. Honor your heart space, honor your, tune into your heart more often. It will tell you exactly what you need to do and where you need to be and how you can get there. Clear away everything that doesn't serve you, Leo. It's just your time to let go of everything, because this transformation is it's going to run deep, and it's going to have a really, really deep impact, a resounding impact on your life and the lives of your loved ones in a positive way. So that was your reading, Leo. Sending you lots of love and many angels. Bye. Hi Virgo, let's get into your reading. You have a similar cards to Aries, if I remember correctly. Okay. I love how so many of us have actually experienced a huge karmic cleanse. It's like, for you Virgo, it's more like a 21-year cleanse that you've experienced. For those of you who are younger than 21, it could be, things that you may have experienced in previous lifetimes or in your mother's womb. But definitely the figure 21 is just jumping out at me. It's like a major. And 21 is also the world card in tarot, which is the end of a cycle. And that's exactly what it's like, a completely new shift, a paradigm shift that's happening for you. And some of you may have actually honestly let go of past relationships in your life, things that may have served its purpose. You may have either physically walked away from them, or you may have energetically walked away from them, or in some way they have come to a close. Some of you, if you have been experiencing things within your relationship for 21 years, that entire cycle has ended, or in your personal life for 21 years, in any aspect, that has come to a close. And if you have been second guessing yourself, trust your inner guidance, Virgo. Trust it, because right now you're feeling alone, you're feeling bogged down, you're feeling like you don't belong anywhere. While this entire phase has ended, remember that you can choose to call on your soul family whenever you wish to. Now, the thing about relationships is that as much as we want, they can't be perfect, because they're two human beings coming together. So while you are a perfectionist in many ways, be a little conscious of what you expect in relationships from whom, and and also be aware of how you put things out there in a relationship, how you contribute to it, so that neither of you feel as let down or as as frustrated as you may have in the past. That's also part of the lesson that's coming forward for you, Virgo, to not be harsh on yourself and not be harsh on others. Everybody just does the best they can in whatever given situation that they are in. Also, if feeling alone is a repetitive pattern in your life, ask yourself and honestly answer this question. It might shake your world up, but this eclipse energy is ideal for that. Ask yourself the question, how do I push people away? And not do I push people away, how do I push people away? You will realize that there are things that you can shift about the way you are in a relationship as well. I'm not saying lower your standards for what you expect in relationships, but let's just rephrase it as try and be a little more gentle towards your expectations of others and of yourself in a relationship. There are very few people who will fiercely love you back the way you do them, and even in those relationships you will have misunderstandings. So this entire energy is ideal for a relationship resolution or a relationship pattern resolution. Archangel Michael is coming forward and helping you energetically cleanse ties, and I will not say cut ties, I'm going to say cleanse ties, because we tend to get obsessed with one thing and then we go on a different tangent with it. So when we start cutting ties, we end up cutting ties with everyone, and this is how we end up feeling like we don't belong and we have nobody around us, and then we wallow in our own emotions. I'm going to say cleansing ties. So pick and choose the people, relationships and situations that you do want in your life, and ask Archangel Michael to help you clear any energy, any patterns, anything that is not supportive of you wanting that in your life, that is not in alignment with you wanting happy relationships in your life, that's not in alignment with you wanting to feel loved and supported. And there's this thing of you wanting to do everything by yourself, Virgo. That also is part of how do I push people away, because when you love somebody, you want to do things for them, and it's not necessary that they'll want to do things that you want them to do. They'll just want to do things that they want to do for you, and you can do things that you want for them. That's the beauty of any relationship, not just an intimate relationship. And yes, so you tend to get a little obsessive and a little compulsive in your actions. So that's a message for you to soften yourself on that front. Walk away from things that don't work for you. Yes, absolutely do. But also be a little more aware of how you are, how you can shift things in your life in a slightly different way, so that your soul family can come towards you and stay with you and grow with you and thrive with you, and you can experience happy and meaningful relationships in your life. Sending you lots of love and many angels, Virgo. Libra, let's get into your reading. You have stress reduction, you have life lessons. This card has popped up quite a bit. You have revealing your true self, and you have healthy communication and relationships. And then you have the warrior woman, and you have trust your path, and you have age of light, and you have the crumbling. So Libra, you don't need to shoulder the responsibility and the weight of the entire world. Specifically for those who are finding it difficult to manifest and attract a relationship in their life. This is a romantic relationship. Is it that you're trying to do everything yourself? You just want to be so independent that the universe feels that you don't want to be codependent. And codependency is not a bad thing if it's done in a healthy way. All relationships are based on codependency. Not like you feel crippled to do things without the other person, just that you are okay to receive help, you're okay to receive love, you're okay to receive support, and you're okay to accept that just as you can support others, so can they support you. All right. And that is something that you need to unlock this eclipse. You have Archangel Metatron working with you on this, and it is basically connect your heart space and your root chakra. And basically what it's trying to say is try and ground your energy, try and let yourself be supported in your relationships, to open up that window of receiving a companion in your life. Yes, you don't have to be a warrior woman or a warrior man all your life. It also may be that some of you are finding it difficult to release a past life vow of perhaps being a knight who's in service of the royalty, and going to be of service all my life and all of that. And that may have been a vow that your soul has taken seriously, and celibacy is part of it, and that's probably why you find it difficult to find partners. And the aim of this, the intention behind this reading was not to say this, but just to offer a reading. But in case you want to tap into that, you can reach me and we can do some past life work together with the angels, only if you want to. Coming back to your reading. trust your path. Not everything that shines is gold. So this red carpet is not meant for everybody. Usually everybody is attracted by the red carpet, but nobody knows what goes on under the red carpet. So everything that shines is not necessarily as good as it seems. Trust and walk your own path. Do your own thing. You have come a long way. Continue to doing your own thing and see where this takes you. Some of you are highly spiritual, and you guys have been doing a lot of work, a lot of spiritual work, a lot of soul healing, even if it's not professionally, even if it's just internally within you in your daily life. You've been doing this for lifetime after lifetime. You have probably connections with Egypt, and I love how so many past lifetimes are opening up. And if you feel like you have goddess Isis coming forward, so if you have any sexual blocks, if you have any blocks with fertility, if you have any challenges with conceiving your dreams, your babies, your life, anything, even metaphorically, work with Isis to help you. You have worked with her in past lifetimes. Work with her and she will help you create what you want to create. The key is to always remember to be true to yourself. The key is to not try and always maintain balance. The key is to express what you want in a relationship. I'm sorry, my camera is going off. Every time you hold back on telling people how you feel, even if they've made you feel unhappy, you are creating a block in your heart. And if your heart is blocked, how are you going to attract things in your life? Your heart is the portal that connects your physical realm with the unseen realm. It connects with your soul. It connects with everything that you want. It's your heart frequency, heart resonance that draws things and people and experiences towards you. So focus on communicating, however difficult it may be. Focus on that, and do it as authentically as you can, and see how things begin to shift in your life. Things that are not serving you anymore are going to fall away. Allow them to fall away rather than holding on too tightly. And get yourself ready for this new thing that's coming up in your life. You don't have to feel like you have to hold it all together. You are not living this anymore. You are free to experience what you want to experience in your life. That was your reading, Libra. Sending you lots of love and many angels. Hi Scorpio, here is your reading. Before we start off, I want to just share that there's a sense of urgency in your life right now. I don't know what you're feeling so urgent about, but whatever it is, it's happening. It's happening for you. There's something that's shifted, and it is definitely happening for you. Let's just look at your cards. You have increased support with Apophyllite. This is the first time this card has come up in this reading. Across all zodiacs we've done till now. Then you have sensitive emotions. You stay strong in your faith. And you have easy does it. Then you have the Council of Light. You have the Age of Light. You have Break the Chain. And you have Initiation. You also have these two cards that jumped out. Multifaceted and Opal. Let yourself sparkle and shine. So Scorpio, like I said, something has shifted. You've been feeling, okay, for Scorpio, there's an 8-year cycle that has come to a close. So if you have been feeling stuck, handcuffed, stagnant in some aspect in your life for the past 8 years, that is about to shift. It's almost like things are going to move in such high speed that it's going to feel like a blur. Your reality is shifting, your internal thought is shifting, everything about you is shifting now drastically. You have this huge team of light ready to help you. Your emotions may be feeling a lot more heightened. You may be feeling like, but remember to channel your emotions. Remember to express it. Remember, if you feel the need to take a break, do take a break, because it's not like it's going to stop anything in your life. You're just going to recharge your batteries to move forward. Scorpio, the energy I'm feeling for you, even with this initiation, the energy I'm feeling for you is that of relief. So trust me, I haven't felt this energy in all the signs that I've done till now. But I am feeling this for you guys, and this is Scorpio season. It's almost like the universe is giving you a gift. It's almost like what I'm seeing is the number 11. So it's a gateway that you're receiving right now. Pass through it and don't think about the how, why, when. Just go through it, follow your gut, do the work, and allow the universe to support you. Break the chain that has been making you feel trapped all this while, because expansion is definitely on the horizon. You've shed many versions of yourself in the past, and now you are ready for whatever it is that you want to create. I see a lot of material security. I feel a lot of luxury. I feel a lot of I do sense a lot of hard work, but I also feel gratification, gratitude, peace, contentment, growth at the same time. So that is the energy you guys are embodying, and all you need to do is not ask how it's going to happen. Just do your work, because there are many factors at play. Something or the other is going to shift around, and things are always static. They're going to start feeling like they're falling more in place for you now, Scorpio. Let yourself sparkle and shine. Let yourself be seen. Every single thing that you can dream of can be part of your reality, because you deserve it. You can work with Archangel Michael, and all good things are coming into your life. So that was your reading, Scorpio. Sending you lots of love and many angels. Hi Sagittarius, so let's get into your reading. This is the first time we've got this card. Be gentle with yourself, balancing your masculine and feminine energies, staying strong in your faith, and joining a spiritual community. A lot of us have experienced this crumbling. You also have a lot of support from the divine realms. Align your life, and you have the Great Gathering. So Scorpio. Maybe you should check out, those of you who have a sun, moon, rising in Scorpio, you should check out Scorpio as well. Sagittarius, you need to loosen your heart a little. There's a lot of regret, resentment, unforgiveness, either towards yourself, towards an experience, towards a situation, towards some people, something in your life that is feeling like, I wish it was different. So if you wish it was different, just let it go and allow yourself, just basically either cut yourself some slack or cut another person some slack, and just allow things to either be the way they are, or if you want to shift it, transform it, reach out to them, clear out whatever it is that is the problem. You can ask Archangel Michael. I like the way he's popping out from here. You can ask Archangel Michael to help you clear this energy. You can ask him to help you release these blocks, these chains, these patterns, whatever else it is. It's almost like an optical illusion. It just keeps happening again and again in your life with different people. So to shift this, you can ask Michael to help you release this pattern. You are very aware of this. You are. And it's almost like you can see that things are going to shift. You're waiting for this to shift. And I'm really amazed at how this card has fallen for so many other readings, but every single time for different signs, it's got a different message. So this is the message for you. While you're waiting for this, you know what's happening. You're just waiting for this to fall apart. Don't get trapped in the illusion, and choose to understand and accept. The first step towards forgiveness is understanding and accepting that the other person in that given point in time, at that given point in time, did the best that they could in that situation, or whatever they thought was the best in that situation, and so did you. And it was just maybe at different wavelengths. Also, some of you are just doing too much in your life. You need to just take a breather. If you feel depleted of energy, if you feel tired, if you feel overworked, just take a breather and see what is it that you can move out of your life. How can you see yourself better? Also, taking on too much work, too much of anything in your life is just a way of the subconscious trying to avoid addressing situations that are that need to be addressed, because, well, you don't have the time to do it. How will you do it, so consider that and align your life accordingly. You will realize that it's actually all coming together. You'll randomly bump into things, people, situations, experiences that that are in sync with what you need, what you want, what you desire in the moment. Also, it's almost, I don't know if you can see this, it's almost like this holographic image that's being formed. So whatever, once you are okay, once you open up to aligning your life and addressing the core things that you're running away from, you will realize that you can create pretty much whatever it is that you want to in your life. It's almost like the reality will begin to mend itself and bend itself. Feel free to join a community, a network of people, or anything else that makes you feel supported, that helps you feel the sense of belonging, that kind of brings you on a similar wavelength, helps you meet new people, helps you experience new things in life, to shift your energy, to shift your vibe, to experience all of these things. So that was your reading, Sagittarius. I'm sending you lots of love and many angels. Hi Capricorn, let's get started with your reading. You have Amber with Give It to God, Self-Confidence to God, Confidence, Ceremonies and Celebrations, Unconventionality. You also have Awakening. You have Dance with Life. You have Play. And you have Akasha. Wow, Akasha has fallen quite a bit. So, Capricorn, if you are older than 35, things that happened in your life before 35 and things that shifted in your life after 35, you may have experienced a different form of life in both ways. But what has actually kept you going is your undying faith in God, undying faith in the source that protects you, that guides you. It's almost like you've had a dance with life, with its ups you've been on top, with its downs you've, kind of struggled and, kind of tried to pave your way through. But one thing that now you need to remember is, from this point onwards, you can choose to add fun in your life while you do this. You tend to get serious in life, and I'm not saying life is easy, but this is something that came to me during one of my meditations. You create your happiness and you create your pain. This is not to say that things and people and experiences don't hurt us. And this is also not to say that you must shove everything under the rug. This is just to say that once you're done processing your emotions, you can choose to rebring that fun back into your life. And choosing to live in a slightly more light-hearted manner is sort of more in your hands than it is in anybody else's hand. Yes, people are going to hurt you. Yes, things are going to go wrong. Yes, all of that. But now you're in a phase where you have accepted that you are different. You have accepted that you've worked really hard to find this acceptance or this unique thing about yourself. And it's something that, if it's a skill set, if you've opened up spiritually, whatever else it is, understand that you have done this over various lifetimes. If things are shifting in your life right now, where you don't know how things are happening, what is happening, understand that this part of your life, this is an unfolding of a part of your life that is part of your soul plan. All right. Also, this initially your life felt like this, where you were like dead weight floating through the sky, but now things are shifting where you're coming more from a space of surrender. All right, you're coming from a space of give it to God. This entire thing of you having created your life through your support from God is something that is driving you forward, and that is also something that's shifting something within you. Your piece of advice that's coming for you is, don't get so serious. Add a little more play in your life. Dance with life. Make companions. Find like-minded people. don't just look at life as a goal-oriented, task-oriented thing where you have to do one task after the other. Stop. Do something that you're not used to doing. Shift your energy, shift your thoughts. You're in a phase of life where you need to do that rather than go in a line, point A to point B direction. Explore what lies between point A and point B, and that is the soul lesson that's unfolding now. All right, and that's exactly what's going to draw resources your way. It's going to draw people your way, opportunities your way, finances your way, whatever else, health your way, mental peace your way, all of that. So this was your reading, Capricorn. I'm sending you lots of love and many angels. Aquarius, the intuitive message coming for you first is you go first. The universe is going to follow suit. Let's see what your cards are like. Trust your path, awakening, leap, wow, and warrior woman. And let's look at, you have Larimar with sensitive emotions. You have Moldavite with unconventionality. You have turquoise with spiritual path. Oh, I love the way this card has shown up for so many of us. It's almost like we're all experiencing a collective spiritual awakening of sorts. And you have aqua aura with healthy communication in relationships. So it's almost like you're looking at everybody else making it big. You're looking at everybody else putting in half your effort, seemingly half your effort, and actually doing a lot more than what you seem to be doing. Well, people can show what they want to show, but you don't really know what they're actually doing and not doing. So always, always, always come back to their center. Trust your path, trust in whatever you're doing, trust in whatever is coming your way is aligned with what you need in the moment, what you can, how you can be of service, how you can come forward in your life, change your life, create your life, cherish your life. If you are receiving exactly what you need in this moment, your intuition and your emotions are highly sensitive. So always trust your gut, Aquarius. Also, whenever you feel depleted, stop trying to push yourself forward and give more and more and more of yourself. Take some time to yourself, recharge, rest, recuperate, and then move forward again. Also, this full moon eclipse is going to trigger in, it's like you'll be able to see your life in two splits. One is your old self, one is your new self. And the new self is going to want to actually go bungee jumping and actually take chances and take risks and reassess and reanalyze things and shift things the way you feel you can shift them to actually be more, get closer to where you want to be, to create more of what you want, all of these experiences, everything. Now is the time for you to stand up and actually answer that call. It's time for you to trust your hunches. It's time for you to stand up, and it's basically time for you to put yourself before your relationships in the next 3 to 4 months at least, to be able to create the exact vision of your life that you want to create. This is not to say ignore your relationships. It is to say that you need to express healthily what you desire from your relationships, how you want to place your boundaries, where you figure in your life and in your relationships. It's time that you figure how to express more of your needs and less of putting everybody else before you. That is also part of being spiritually empowered. It's not just taking care of others. Being spiritually empowered is also learning to take care of yourself, knowing when to put yourself first and when to put others first, and trust that your unconventionality, your you have these flashes and insights of ideas, life, everything that you actually that comes very easily to you. Don't ignore those flashes. They're coming to you because they're meant for you to do something about them. You don't need to look at how everybody else get those ideas and they execute it. They're coming to you because you can do it in a particular way. All right. So go forward with your ideas, maintain an idea journal, and it's definitely, the word they're giving me is career advancement. So Aquarius, this lunar eclipse is bringing in a shift in your work life, in your stability, in your income, in all those aspects in your life. And trust your gut, leap forward, and make the magic happen. Sending you lots of love and many angels. Hi Pisces, so it has legit taken me 2 hours to get back to your reading. A whole host of technical errors. I had to delete a whole bunch of stuff even though I had plenty of space. Then there were a lot of interruptions before we got onto your reading. So I'm going to take it as a sign that there is a major purge happening in your life. There's something huge that you're letting go of, things that you're trying to hold on to tightly. It's time that you release your grip, and it's time that you shift that aspect of your life. Whatever happens, trust the universe, trust God, trust source, trust the angels, whatever is your belief system. For example, my phone I'm recording this on my phone, and my phone just kept conking off, and it's not an old phone, it is a new phone, and it's never happened. And it said that I need to reboot everything, and just somehow, instead of rebooting, I just set power off, and I switched it on after a while. All my data, I've invested a lot of time here the last reading. A lot of all my extra data just wiped itself off my phone, and while my phone was powered off, I was wondering if my effort of this entire reading is going to go away too. But when it did come on, this data was safe, everything was backed up, and take this as a sign that whatever is resetting, allow it to reset. Look in a different direction. You feel that you need to heal fully to get somewhere. Actually, it works hand in hand. You don't need to heal fully to get somewhere, because healing is a journey. Getting somewhere is also a journey, and the two journeys can merge together, they can combine together. Let's just see what your cards hold for you. You have revealing your true self, you have natural beauty and authenticity, you have sensitive emotions, and you have control issues. Stop trying to control things that are not in your control. You also have break the chain. You also have unbound. Wow. You also have keepers of the earth, helpers from the other realms. You also have take a break, and that's exactly what we did before your reading. We took a long break before we got back in. And you have the ever unfolding rose. Now, somehow this card with the control issues, it looks like the veins in the heart. So if you're feeling constricted in your life in any way, take it as a sign to loosen up. Try and loosen your grip over things, because control challenges often stem from the solar plexus. We want to have power over things, and the heart space usually doesn't really work well if we try and live constricted, because the heart wants to live free, and we manifest from our heart. So just try and understand that if you're trying to control too much, you're not allowing your heart to flow, you're not allowing energy to flow through you, you're not allowing creative energy, source, light, whatever else it is that you're not allowing the flow of life to flow through you, and you're just very stuck with exactly what you want. Another thing is, this was meant to be a lunar eclipse reading, but because of the technical glitch, it is going to be posted later. So trust in divine timing. This entire reading was on hold because of the Pisces reading. So if there's one aspect that's out of your control, don't think that the rest of your plan is going to be derailed. It is all going to work out, and it's okay if it is not perfect. It is okay if it's not exactly how you thought it's going to be. It is not happening to you. It is happening for you. Just open your heart. Follow the guidance that you're getting through. What is triggering you? When something is triggering you, all you need to do is try and reach a space of neutrality. You don't have to jump from fear to joy. You can just take a couple of deep breaths and reach a point of neutrality and step outside your situation and try and look at this situation from an outsider's perspective to see what is it that you can do, how is it that you can shift things, what is triggering you, and the most important thing is, why is it triggering you. Often they say that it is said that if something triggers you, it is because you embody that energy as well. Well, yes, in part it is true, but sometimes it is also true because that is the very part of yourself that you're trying to heal desperately. So it's not necessary that you're ignorant of it. Also, if, for example, if you are a completely authentic person who is, who can see through things, can see to people, if you're very perceptive, if you're very connected with source, and if you meet people who have a different form of connection, you feel that there are filters that are flowing through them and it's not a clear connection. You may feel like you're judging them, you may feel different things. The point of me sharing this with you is, it is not always necessary that the people you meet are mirroring you. Sometimes, when you are the light, you also attract moths. So it's very important for you to be aware of whatever it is that is holding you down. It is very important for you to be aware of whether it is reflecting something that you're shifting about yourself, or it's reflecting something that you are putting out there. For example, if you are constantly meeting people who violate your boundaries, you're working on setting up your boundaries. So the boundaries are, and people are still trying to violate it. So you are doing your bit. It's just the other person is not used to it. So there's a fine line between mirroring, finding mirrors that are replicating your behavior, and finding mirrors in people to help you strengthen certain shifts that you're trying to make in your life. And at this point in time, it's very important that you remember that your sensitivity is heightened. You're getting more in tune with yourself. You're opening up spiritually. And when I say opening up spiritually, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're starting up a spiritually aligned business, which could be true, but it is not necessary that it is solely that. It could also mean that you are aligning more with things that your heart feels drawn to. You're aligning more with things that you feel, purpose towards. It could be doing something like, if you've always wanted to create art, you may find ways of creating art and making a living through that instead of being stuck in a corporate job. That is your version of your spirituality. So you're opening up to all of this. But remember to take a breather, to take a break once in a while, or as often as you need to, because you're not like an engine that keeps running and running and running. You are meant to work in cycles. You're one of the dreamiest water signs. And remember to not get too caught up in your dreams alone. Remember to unwind from the wires and the ball of wool getting knotted up in your head. Detangle from that. Take action when necessary. Take a break when necessary. And just break the loop of feeling stuck. Your expansion is in your hands, and you are very, very, very capable of making it happen. Your extra card that has popped out is Own Your Divine Power. What would you do if you knew that you are protected no matter what you do? You are being offered an overflowing chalice. You're being offered amazing opportunities for personal growth, for career advancement, for finances, for relationships, for everything. How are you going to choose to make that shift? That was your reading, Pisces. I'm sending you lots of love and many angels. Bye.